Welcome to the bold analysis. There are many reasons why Deputy President William Ruto's odd of winning the August 9th general elections is going down. However, sadly enough, one of them is the Amason Kingi factor in the Kenya Kwanza team. Amason Kingi was formerly in Azimio la Umoja, and in one analysis I mentioned that one of the politicians that did a wrong calculation was Amason Jeffer Kingi. Amason did a wrong calculation to leave ODM and cross over to the, not even leaving ODM, maybe forming his party was fine, but crossing over to Kenya Kwanza. Because just ask yourself this likelihood. If they don't form government and ODM wins the governor seat in Kilifi, he'll be totally out of active politics, either at national level or even at county level. He would have remained, support the ODM candidate for governor. Even if they don't form government under Azimio, he can still get some benefits from the ODM governor. However, he's a factor that I can convincingly say that is a Trojan horse in Deputy President's camp. When he joined that camp, he was offered a Senate Speaker on condition that he can deliver 50% of the Kilifi vote basket to Kenya Kwanza. This is something that was not possible because of deep-rooted ODM support in that county. However, that Senate Speaker, if he was to be offered, it had to take the blessings of UDA. Now, what was also there was that party was to shelve their candidates so that they would support the UDA candidate, especially for governor, Aisha Jumwa. But what is happening now is a little bit different, because despite of that, Amason Kingi's party is legally still in Azimio la Umoja. Amason Kingi's party and also Alfred Mutua's Maendeleo Chapchap, according to Register of Political Parties, they are still in Azimio la Umoja. However, the Register of Political Parties, when they gazetted the political parties that are there, they did not gazette the two parties because of legal grounds. Now, what is happening is a bit different. I want us to look at the kind of reception that Amason Kingi has ever received in UDA. When they were announcing the defection, public first, George Kithi, who is Kingi's candidate for governor in Kilifi, was mistreated by Aden Duale. Now, I wanted to look at this short clip here.
Is the sound there now? Iko sawa?
There's no better way to say that. That was utter disrespect. Secondly, after that, the Aisha Jumwa has been campaigning mostly now in Kilifi. She's not been seen in the mainstream campaigns. But something was very interesting, that Aisha Jumwa went to Kilifi and started sabotaging Amason Kingi. Now, coming up with allegations, trying just to hit him directly, that part of the deal was that he shelves that party and supports Aisha Jumwa. Now, she went on a rally, and if I wanted to listen to this clip by Jumwa, because the way Jumwa is talking, she seems to be talking the interest of the UDA party. Of course, she's a UDA member. But I don't know whether William Ruto's strategy was to kill that Amason Kingi's party. And if Amason Kingi's party is killed, the party that was to benefit is ODM. So, Ruto was at crossroads. Do I support Kingi party to counter ODM? Or do I kill Kingi's party so that UDA could counter ODM? He was at that crossroad. But then Aisha Jumwa will then come and bring this allegation. Listen.
Kile kitu kiti chako ambacho umeahidiwa kupewa cha useneta, hakuna hata seneta mmoja wa chama chako atakuwa kule Senate kukupigia kura. Watakao kupigia ni maseneta wa chama cha UDA. Kwa hivyo ule ukweli ambao nauzungumza mimi ni kwamba wewe Amason Kingi uko ndani ya chama cha UDA. Maana hapo ndio maslahi yako yalipo, you as an individual.
So that is Aisha Jumwa talking about Amason Jeffer Kingi. Now, one thing that is happening in Kilifi is one, a contest is coming up between George Kithi and Aisha Jumwa. And Aisha Jumwa knows very well that with that power candidate and UDA, both of them in Kenya Kwanza, Gideon Mung'aro, who is the ODM governor candidate, is likely to get an early and possible lead win in that election. Now, because they stand that chance to lose, people are now struggling out to strategize on how they are going to find their way. So in one of the rallies, if you want to know this acrimony has gone far, that was the last rally that Raila and William Ruto went there. There was a confrontation between UDA and PAC candidates, and it was so ugly that Aisha Jumwa would then call the audience, or rather the supporters of PAC, as dogs. When he was calling Amason Kingi, he was calling Kithi to come and talk to your dogs. So in that, William Ruto made a blunder, because when he went for that rally, I think he had been briefed by the intelligence team, by the security intelligence, that there was a lot of pressure in that rally. He did not go even to speak in the dais. He had to speak from his car. And while speaking from his car, he came out to endorse Aisha Jumwa. That public endorsement was fine, and Aisha Jumwa was also begging Kingi to support him. However, it was so bad that the George Kithi candidate that they want to they are asking to step down for Jumwa, they did not give him chance to talk. Even I think even if they would have gone a little bit diplomatic with him. But to that extent, they did not even address him. Now, look, I want you to look at that rally, where the last rally that William Ruto attended while there.
Jambo ambalo nataka nimwambie Gavana Kingi na mheshimiwa rais wetu ni moja tu, ya kwamba hii Kilifi County hatuwezi kuiacha iende kwa gavana wa Azimio. Gavana ambaye atatoka Kilifi ni gavana ambaye yako kwa hii timu hii, na nimwambie mheshimiwa Ruto na Kingi, mtafuti Aisha Jumwa ndio ataweza kupeleka mtu nyumbani wa Azimio. Kwa hivyo mumtafutie kazi huyu kijana katika serikali utakayoiunda, naibu wa rais ambaye utakuwa rais wetu. Lakini George Kithi aende juu kule national, na hapa kwa county tuhakikisha ya kwamba kiti kinakuja kwa UDA Kenya Kwanza.
It tells you that she shot herself in the foot. Now, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday that George Kithi erected this banner, this billboard in one of in Kilifi, and this billboard, if you check top right corner, he decided to put the R symbol of Raila Odinga. He did not put the image of William Ruto. He did not put the image of maybe his party leader Amason Kingi or any other person, but there was Raila symbol. Now that has been costing a lot of that has elicited a lot of debate online. What exactly is going on? Now, I decided to call. I have a friend who comes from that place. Is an artist. So I asked him what was in that billboard before, because I wanted to know who is the owner of that billboard. Then he was telling me that before Kithi decided to put his photo, that billboard there, his poster there, that billboard belongs to the county government of Kilifi, and initially it had an advert of just Kilifi County government. Welcome to Kilifi County. So it has been there for long, and what that means is that George Kithi had the blessings of Amason Kingi to put that banner there. By the way, even William Ruto team wanted to use that banner, but it was given, that billboard, but it was given to George Kilifi. So the fact that George Kilifi had the blessings of Amason Kingi, who is the governor, because that one is under county government, and he went through against what will be perceived as party position. What do you think? I want to explain that in details. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel. Are you within Nairobi and its environs and you need power backup systems? Then you don't need to look right. Installate company have amazing solutions from 125,000 to 195,000. What you need to do is very simple. Just reach out to Gidiomi. His number is 0722 818 883. 0722 818 883. And please make it that it's from Kevin Oduor. They can integrate your water heating system with the solar power. So reach out to them. Now, I wanted to make something here very clear. Amason Kingi is coming to realize that Kilifi is an ODM zone. Not that he knew very well that Kilifi is an ODM zone. But because he had crossed over the other side, there is no reverse gear. However, there is a likelihood that he's a Trojan horse in William Ruto's camp, but then maybe he's in talks, he agreed to be in talks with the ODM candidate there, maybe Mungaro, so that he just fields the candidate in the name of George Kilifi. George Kilifi will divide votes and he would sabotage Aisha Jumwa. One thing I know is that Amason Kingi will be more comfortable with even Gideon Mungaro winning that governor seat compared to Aisha Jumwa. They don't see eye to eye with Aisha Jumwa. That rivalry started some time back. So that is one thing that is currently happening there, because there was a report that when Raila Odinga went for the burial of Kamoti, the Rabai MP, they were all there with the Kilifi governor, and after the event they had a meeting with the Kilifi governor Amason Kingi. So at least what would have happened is we know there is a legal quagmire there. There is a legal confusion there on whether they are legally there or not. Legally they are in Azimio la Umoja, but informally and in public, which is the most important in the political space, they're in Kenya Kwanza. Now what I see is Amason Kingi was feeling aggrieved and was feeling a sense of betrayal, because the UDA party, rather the Kenya Kwanza, while in the rallies, or maybe was to call a press conference and say, tell their supporters that kindly, you need to know that registered political parties, or maybe even bash the registered political parties on making that decision, knowing that these parties are in Kenya Kwanza. The silence that was witnessed even after them crossing over might be showing them that there is a sense of betrayal and they may not really be needed there, which to some extent is the truth. But King is not in Kenya Kwanza legally. That is also something you need to take. Now, Jumwa might have been shortchanged by Deputy President on that endorsement, because maybe Jumwa was told, because Aisha Jumwa was saying that before Kingi came, she was told. However, Deputy President William Ruto might be playing the Kiambu card on Jumwa, where he is allowing George Kilifi and is maybe telling Kingi to just field George Kilifi as their candidate, so that when that happens, they maximize voter turnout, and perhaps what William Ruto might get will be more. Simply because there are people who support are in Kenya Kwanza. Now, when George Kilifi is not on ballot, there might be low voter turnout, in especially the supporters of party. William Ruto is interested in presidency at the expense of that governor seat that Aisha Jumwa is seeking. Because the truth of the matter here is, the party has powers as a political party to withdraw the candidature of George Kilifi. But because that has not been done, and they even supported him to put the banner there, there is more than what catches the eye. Karen and Uda humiliation in the rallies, and the way he's been mistreated. George Kilifi, in his personal capacity, have also maybe decided that because these people have not employed diplomacy in just trying to convince me, or rather the dialogue trying to convince me, I have to go to the ballot. This is because of one Aisha Jumwa. I think what will cost Kenya Kwanza this election, it will cost them some very minority votes, votes in areas that they are trying to in ODM zones that are trying to invade, is confrontational politics. You want votes in an ODM zone, then you want votes in your opponent zone, you will not go confrontational. If Raila Odinga knew very well that UDA had a strong wave in central Kenya, why do you think that they're not going confrontational? They're not going to force them, say, let's do this, no. They're not going there to attack William Ruto saying that, no, they're not saying that. So, the confrontational attack on Raila Odinga by the Kenya Kwanza team at their zones, at the ODM zones, is going to cost them. It's a matter of time. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my analysis.